today we're going to be going over some different rehab exercises for MCL injuries, for rotator cuff injuries, as well as muscle strains in the lower back. So to get started, we're going to go over some exercises that we can do for part of the rehab process for the MCL, also known as the medial collateral ligament injury. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our patient sitting on the ground. This can also be done in the chair as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a towel under the ankle of the injured leg, so it raises the ankle about 6 inches off the ground. And we're going to do 3 sets of 1, 3 times a day for 7 days a week. This allows the gravity to relax the knee and help it to extend passively. A way to progress this is to increase to sets of 3, 3 sets of 2 for 3 times a day for 7 days a week. So once we do this, and again, this can be done in a chair, just propping your leg up against another chair. The next thing we're going to do is the side laying leg lift, and this we're going to do 2 sets of 15, and we're going to do this 7 days a week. So what you do is you're going to have, you're going to lay on the uninjured side, and they're going to tighten their quadriceps, their front of their thigh muscles as much as they can, and they're going to lift their leg 8 to 10 inches off the ground, and they're going to hold the position for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they're going to relax the leg, and again, they're going to do 2 sets of 15, 7 days a week. And then to progress this, they can increase to 3 sets of 15, 7 days a week. So once they do that, we can also, another exercise that we can do to help rehabilitate them is we are going to do wall squats. So when we do this, we're going to come down here, and they're going to go against a wall, and you're going to keep your feet about 3 feet from the wall, shoulders width apart. So there you go, a little bit wider. And what they're going to do is they're going to slide down the wall, keeping their back straight until their legs become parallel with the ground. And this we're going to do 2 sets of 10, 6 days a week. And they're only going to hold the position for 10 seconds, and then you can come back up, and relax, and then we're going to go back down. So again, this is 2 sets of 10, 6 days a week, and then to progress this, we can increase to 3 sets of 10, 6 days a week. Okay. The next thing we're going to go over is the rotator cuff injuries. So the first exercise that we're going to do to help with the rehabilitation of the rotator cuff is we're going to have our client come over here, and we're going to do what we call doorway stretches. This we're going to do 3 sets of 2, 7 days a week. So what they're going to do is they're going to stretch their arms. They're going to lean into the doorway and feel the stretch across their chest and into their rotator cuff. So then they can go back. And we're going to do 3 sets of 2. So go ahead, 7 days a week. And to progress this, we can go do 3 sets of 3, 7 days a week. Okay. Then we're going to go into the sideline external rotation with a light dumbbell. If they're unable to lift weight, we can first do this without a weight and then progress to 1 pound and slowly increase on this. So what the client's going to do is we're going to have them bend their knees. They're going to lay on the uninjured side. They're going to grab the dumbbell, and they're going to start with it at their abdomen, and then they're going to externally rotate it straight up and back down. And we're going to do this for 3 sets of 10 for 7 days a week. To progress this, we can increase to 3 sets of 20, 7 days a week as well. So you want to make sure your client is able to tolerate the weight that they're lifting and that it's not too heavy where it's going to strain the muscle even more. And lastly, for the rotator cuff, we are going to do what's called the lawnmower pull. So with the lawnmower pull is what we're going to do is give our client an elastic band, and we're going to put it on the hook it onto the uninjured bottom of their foot. And they're going to stand with their feet shoulder width apart, And is what they're going to do is they're going to do the action of pulling a lawnmower across the side. Careful not to lock their knees, but pulling it from one side to the other, relaxing it. This we're going to do 3 sets of 10, 7 days a week, to help build up the rotator cuff. And to progress this, to increase this one, we can advance to 3 sets of 20, 7 days a week. So instead of 3 sets of 10, we can increase it to 3 sets of 20. And then for the next set of exercises that we're going to go over is we're going to go over the muscle strains in the lower back. And to rehabilitate that, we're going to start with our client laying on the floor or a table, whichever you have. In this case, we only have floor. So we're going to do straight leg raises. So we're going to do 1 set of 10, and they're going to hold for 1 to 5 seconds, and they're going to do this 7 days a week. And when you notice he's going to do this, he's going to alternate between the right leg and the left leg so that it strengthens both sides, so you're not getting one side of your back stronger than the other. And to progress from this, we can do 2 sets of 10, holding for 1 to 5 seconds, 7 days a week. So we can have him do that. And then the next thing we're going to have him do is he's going to stay laying down, but he's going to do what we call heel slides. So for this, they're going to start with their legs in a straight position, and they're going to drag their heels and keep it close to the ground and push as far as they can go up, and then slide it back down, and then do the same with the opposite leg. And this we're going to do 1 set of 10, 7 days a week, and then to progress it, we will increase it to 2 sets of 10 for 7 days a week. Sometimes if they're having difficult with this, then we can give them a towel, place it at the bottom of their heel, and what they do is they hold on to the heel and they help guide their leg back and forth. And then lastly, what else we can do to help strengthen and help recover the muscle strains in the lower back is we are going to go back to the wall squat. So the wall squat is not only beneficial for MCL injuries, but it's also beneficial for muscle strains in the lower back. So again, we're going to keep our legs 3 feet from the wall, and then shoulder width apart. And he's going to slide down into the squat. He's going to hold for about 5 seconds, and then make sure his leg's parallel, and then come back up. So for this, we are going to do 1 set of 10, holding for 5 seconds, 7 days a week. And then once they're able to progress, they will do 2 sets of 10, holding for 5 seconds, 7 days a week. And these are just some different exercises that you can do to help with the rehab process.